And just like that, we are back with another Savage stream. And this one's going to be kind of exciting because I like poker. So we recently did a couple of charity events. We did the Veddha mining frame build twice so far. We raised over $1,000 between the two. I think it's actually more like 1,120 or something like that for charity. With those two events, and I saw it, I was like, man, that's pretty impressive for basically a small group of, a niche little YouTube community here that was able to do that. That's pretty significant in my opinion. I think it's pretty cool. And hey, what's up, Crypto Mikkel? I'm going to not get distracted by the chat. So we were thinking about other ways of doing something fun that people can participate in, and poker came up, and there's a lot of parallels between crypto and poker. There's a lot of poker players that are into crypto. It's super convenient for them to transfer money back and forth, transfer value back and forth between all the players. I know about these things pretty well. I'm still in that, arena in some capacity. Not playing as much, but I have relationships with that environment, or that, what would you call it? That vice. I don't know. It's not really a vice. I mean, I don't know. But poker rooms popped up, over the past 20 years, 15 years, they've been popping up everywhere. So anyway, so we started talking about some other ways that we could have a charity event. Poker came up, and I think it would work. I just don't know. I don't want to get our channel shut down for doing something that is considered not, I mean, I don't know the legalities of it, and that's kind of why I wanted to have a conversation and actually talk to you guys about it, because I don't want to do anything stupid. Because I haven't done anything like this. Whenever I've been, like I said, I've been in the poker scene for a while. Not so much lately, not so much for the past 5 to 10 years. But before that, from around 2003, whenever the poker boom started, because of Chris Moneymaker winning the World Series of Poker, whenever that started, I was into it a little bit before that, because online poker was huge back then. I think it started getting huge in 2001, 2001. It started blowing up. Online poker was humongous. And then Chris Moneymaker wins the World Series of Poker through an online tournament that he won for $39. So he won a seat. Then he ended up winning the World Series of Poker for, I think it was $2.5 million whenever he won it. Might have been less than that. 2.5. I don't remember how much it was whenever he won. Yeah, it was 2.5, because the year after that, Greg Raymer won, and that was 4.5, I think, is what he won. Anyway, so, it's like this Cinderella story kind of thing that launched poker into the stratosphere as far as online poker. It just completely blew up. Anyway, so from around that time frame until 2000 probably about 2007 or 8, probably maybe even as late as 2010, I was really into it. I was really into poker. So hasn't been probably about 10 years. So I've probably been out of it for about 10 years. But anyway, so I'm just kind of rambling about it. But I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of history on the poker world and the community and stuff. So, but there are parallels between crypto and poker because of the gambling aspect and all that. Okay, so all that's out of the way. Now we need to figure out if we can do this legally, right? Because the way it would have to work, I've already set up a room on PokerStars. I thought that all these online poker rooms were actually shut down. I doubt very seriously that where I'm at, I would be able to submit legally. I don't think I can play legally online, okay? I think that you can in New Jersey. You guys that are in the scene still more than me and know more about it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that if you're in Jersey, you can play online. And I think that if you're in, was Vegas the other one? If you're in Nevada, maybe, I don't know. There's very limited places where it's actually legal to play. Now, there's all kinds of ways around that. We all know, being in crypto and all that. But I don't want to do anything stupid, right? I don't want to do anything to get myself in trouble or anybody else. But I did download PokerStars. I used to play there many years ago. I played on 888 PokerStars, and then Full Tilt whenever it was around. So I think that Full Tilt definitely is not in the U.S. anymore. I believe that that's all. Well, actually, no. PokerStars, did PokerStars buy Full Tilt? I don't know. You guys probably know all that stuff. Again, I have not been in the game for a while, but I downloaded the PokerStars software. In the U.S., it redirects me whenever I go to PokerStars.net. It redirects me to PokerStars.bet. So I'm assuming that is like it's basically saying you're not going to be able to get real money into the site to play with, right? But it looks like you can create a home game, a card room, and do free play, free money, which I think is really cool. So let me show you what I've got here so far. So this is the lobby of the home game. So if you go into the software over here on the left, or I'm sorry, on the right, there's a home games icon down here. Actually, let me bring it up so you can see it. I'm showing you the small version here. So there is, let me get rid of this stuff in the back. All right, let's see here. Get rid of that. I think this is good. I don't know what it looks like whenever you blow it up. Okay, so there's home games here, and you can create a poker club or join a poker club. So you can see here, I've already created a club. This should be named appropriately at some point. I think it is. It goes through a process. They have to evaluate the room name, and then I believe that it'll show up here. And I think the name I gave it was Crypto YouTubers or something like that. I don't remember, but it should show up here. But until then, you should. Crypto. What are you saying over here, dude? Okay. Oh, crypto mining. Like, okay. I'm seeing, that's so weird. I'm seeing like it's like spamming over here on the stream. I don't know if that's what you guys are actually seeing. I've never played online poker like more than it's saying it over and over and over. That's weird. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe because this is on here. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that somebody was continuously saying it like, oh, that's so weird. Look at that. Okay, anyway, we'll let that go. I don't know if maybe there's a way of stopping it from doing that. Maybe someone else here. Let me type something else. Just see if it shows up over here in the chat, because something is freaking out here. Okay, so it got mine in there, and it's just going to keep saying, okay, whatever. All right, let's see if I can turn that off. There. Okay, so now we won't see that. We won't see the chat box. I don't know. It was kind of freaking out. It might be the software. I don't know. Anyway, so you got this, and you know, everybody can download this PokerStars. I assume it let me download it, so I guess that's fine. And then you go to home games over here. You got the club again. Like I was saying, it'll have the right name in here eventually. They told me whenever I created it that it might take 5 days or something like that for them to evaluate the name and make sure that's not they probably you know, censor it for cuss words or whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently it'll show up here whenever it's good. But if you go into the room, if you go into the club, you know, you get this over here. You can do, according to this, it looks like you can create a table. Okay, so I guess you could just fire up a quick little, you know, one table something, right? Just a little game, I guess. I don't know. You know, there's so manage games. So right here you would click, in our example, so the goal here, I would assume that the goal here is that either we could have just the participants like we had last time, like whatever, 12 people in the whole Veddha frame building competition. But what I thought might be kind of cool is if we let basically anybody in, right? And I think that if we do this in, I think it'll work, because we could just have a low entry fee, like $5 entry fee or something, in crypto, obviously, sent to a person that is managing the funds, right, for the entry fee, and just have a tournament, you know, and we could have places and stuff like that. I don't, if it's for charity, I don't see how that wouldn't be legal, because we kind of did the same thing with, I mean, we took donations. That's another thing that we might be able to do. Maybe we could have our, that might be a loophole, is we could have our entry fees paid for us through donations. That might be a loophole in this whole thing, to where we don't have to worry about ourselves actually putting up the entry fee. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if that is not legal, then the Veddha frame build wasn't legal, because we took donations for that, you know. So, and there's no profit at all, and there's not going to be a, I don't want to make this like into something that it would be profitable for anybody. This is going to be for charity if we do it, in my opinion. So let me know what you think. I know that there's probably a ton of crypto lawyers in here. Or what are the in the Navy, they call them like sea lawyers and stuff. So I don't know if maybe we can do it like that. There's, I don't know. It could be pretty huge, because like if you get Red Panda Mining's community in it, and mine, and you know, Serpent X and Hash Raptor and all these guys, Crypto Mikkel, the whole DCA adventure, all that stuff. If you get all those people, I realize that a lot of the subscribers are the same, but I mean, look at Red Panda Mining. He's got over 16,000. So, you know, they're all over the world, of course, but it seems like it could be pretty huge if we do that. If we open it up to the community, have everybody in it. But the only thing is that it will take a lot of time. And there's a lot of, or it could, right? It could be a turbo tournament. We can make it kind of fast. Let me just show you what it looks like whenever you click on create a tournament. Okay, so you click create a tournament. Here's what it looks like. You know, we can do a test. All right, so you know, you can have a start date, start time. We could set it up for recurring. Okay, great. What game? All right, great. How many players per table? We would do probably 6 for social distancing. That's a joke. All right, and then currency, play money. So the only option you get. How much the buy-in is. So like you could do, if we did the donations thing, right, for our buy-in, then it would be something like maybe like $5 for a 20K buy-in, right? It looks like, you have to choose 20K is the lowest. Okay, so you know, and since it is a tournament, it would be, you couldn't buy in for more. Okay, now we might do rebuys, right? So like if you do rebuys as how many you can do, it looks like you got some options in here. So like let's say let's say that your viewers have donated to you, or someone has donated to you $10, right? So that's good for 2 buy-ins. So we could set it up to where you have 1 rebuy and 1 add-on or something like that, right? There's different options in here that we could choose. Okay, I don't know what all these mean. I don't know, progressive knockout. I don't know what that is. I'd have to look all these up to find out what the. Actually, we could probably click on them and see. Nope. So I'd have to look up what these mean. I know what rebuys and add-ons means, but I don't know what these knockouts are. So we can look at that. We can look at the payout. You know, how that works. Whether or not there's breaks. Okay, great. Re-entry, no. Okay, and how much the starting chips are. Okay, so like we would go like 5,000 or something. So I don't know how this works, because this is buy-in is 20K, but starting, oh, okay, so starting chips is 5,000. So your buy-in. Okay, so here might be a problem. This might be a problem, because I don't know how do you get enough for a buy-in. Okay, so what we would have to do, because there's play money on here, so I'm thinking that what we would have to do, see, I'm glad we're talking about this, because we have to work through this obviously before we start. Okay, so let me go back out to this is like the main screen here. So let's see here, somewhere up here. Okay, buy play chips. Actually, hang on, let's not do that. We don't want to buy. Let's see how many we can get for free. So free chips, 15,000 play chips have been added to your stars account. Okay, so I only have, so what I'm thinking, okay, so here's this is really important, because if we're going to do this and not have to buy the chips, buy the play chips, even though they're pretty inexpensive, I believe. Let's look at that real quick. So if we go buy play chips, but I don't want people to have to put money on here, right? I don't want this to have to cost something, to actually cost something. So it looks like you can buy 500,000 for $3. Okay, we could probably get around that, but you can see right here that if you just go in and do the free chip thing, they'll give you 15,000, right? And then in another 4 hours, you can get another 15,000. I'm guessing that that's the way that works. Or if you, I would assume if you went in here and played and lost, you could, this probably would reset right away, and you would be able to get another 15,000. I think within a shorter amount of time. I don't see them making you wait 4 hours for another 15,000 if you lose the 15,000. You follow what I'm saying? So so my point is that if we're going to do this, we would need all the participants to do this, to get those chips, so that we have enough for the 20K minimum buy-in. Because you saw in the game, if you go over here and do games and then create a tournament like we did, you can see right here that the minimum is 20K. I can't change it, and you only get 15K free each time you click on that free button. So we would have to wait that 4 hours, and then I'm guessing that after the 4 hours you could get another 15,000, I guess. So I'm going to let mine run, and we will find out, and I'll let you guys know. So I think that's pretty cool. So that'll work. And let's see what else we got here. So I'm really glad that we're going through this, because that would have been a game stopper right there. Nobody would have been able to buy in if we scheduled this. So speed, okay, so here hyper turbo, I would assume that we would want to do something a little bit faster than normal. I would have to look up what I might do is just play around and create let's just create a fake one here, just to see what it looks like. So because it'll probably tell us. So I'm going to go regular first. Let's create it, because I want to see what the... Okay, now this says I have 50,000. Huh. Okay. Did I read that wrong? Was it 50,000 that it gave me for free? Or was it 15? I thought it was 15. If it's 50, then we're good right off the bat. Let me know. I would have to go back in the video and look, but I thought that it was 15 for the free right here that I clicked. I don't know. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to cancel this because I just want to see what the structure is. Okay, so the structure is 1530, 2550, okay. 10-minute rounds. So it looks like there should be an estimate. Late registration, that's cool. Do how many places we pay, all right. All right, so I'm gonna cancel this. Let's get out of there. Cancel that tournament. Okay, so let's create a turbo. Just want to see what the structure is. So turbo is 5-minute rounds. So we could probably do a 5-minute round, although that sounds like super short, man. But here's the thing, like what would be, what's the goal here? Do we want to play for 5 hours? Do we want to play for 6 hours, whatever? Or do we want it to be like a couple hours? That's going to be something that we really need to decide. Another thing that we have to think about is, we're going to be streaming this, right? So each player will be streaming, and I think that it'll be fine to have some people not streaming, of course, but I think for it to be entertainment, right, you're going to want to see me streaming. Well, if you're playing against me and I'm streaming, then you know what I have, right? But there is in YouTube, I can delay it by up to 60 seconds, I believe. So if I have a 60-second delay with a turbo tournament, I think that 60 seconds would probably be enough. I don't know how long it might not be. It might not be. We might have to figure out a way of adding delay in there, because I think I can only delay 60 seconds total. So we might have to figure out a way of adding a delay in there, because a hand could take longer than 60 seconds, right? I don't know what the minimums are for the time, like the clock. So I would have to see that. I would have to, because you would have to have, there's other ways of doing it. Obviously, I could cover up my screen. I could flip back and forth between two different screens, one where I can see the cards and one, where I have it covered up, right? So I could have inside of OBS, I could probably have just a little, how could I do it? I would have to have the screen visible with the cards, obviously the table, and then have something that I flip back to, because I think you can set it to, I'd have to work that out, but I think that, let me know. I don't know if PokerStars lets you do this. Do they allow you to have an option for hiding the cards so that they're not visible all the time? I don't know the answer to that. So that would be important to know also. I probably need to fire up a game here and find out, right? Let me just see here. Since I've got 50,000 in here, let me go to all games. We'll just go down here to where all the donkeys are. All right, let's just hop in anyway. These are all full. Oh, no, this one's not full. All right, let's play heads up. All right, they've definitely taken some. Oh, he's sitting out. It looks like they definitely increased their graphics and stuff. It used to look, PokerStars used to look like garbage to me. So what I want to know is, let's just buy in for the minimum, like a true donkey here. So the question is, let me turn on the, you guys can probably hear it, right? You can probably hear the sound. So what I need to know is whether or not okay, so there was no sound because it wasn't highlighted. Okay. So I want to know if I can turn off my cards. How can I hide my cards like by default? Is there an option in here for that? I do not know. Because that would be cool, is to be able to actually, I mean, obviously they're hidden whenever you fold, but I could have like a little, just have a little blackout right here or something, and then I could switch over to another screen, right? So I could do something like this without the screen down there, and then look at my cards so I know what I have, right? And then switch back to it, but you know, then switch back to it like this, and then that black would be there still. That might be a way of doing it. Seems like they would make that possible, because I mean, people stream all the time, so stream Poker Stars and poker all the time. So I would imagine that there's a way of doing it. The code is, yeah, I don't know how you would join this particular table. I don't know how that would work. I only have the code for, I mean, this is Play Money. I'm playing Play Money right now, so this is, you just look for SavageMine, I would imagine. And that would be this table, but it's full right now. Yeah, so I don't know if a minute, because so how long are they going here? Like that would be, I think the hang up is definitely going to be the minute. But again, if we can cover the cards and all that, it's going to take some doing. But I think, I don't know, now that I'm looking at this again, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be super cool. If we can get like 500 viewers and the YouTubers, that, I think that would be really cool. I think that would be super cool. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, as I kind of like this idea. Now I want to play poker. Where's the red panda at? I'm actually wearing his shirt and everything. And this, I can tell you, this is a pretty good quality shirt. It's a little small for me. It's a large, but it's just a little bit small because I gained a little bit of weight. But the quality of the material is really nice. I mean, this is the one, I think it says premium t-shirt or something. But even the graphic is super nice. It's not like some of the shirts are, you can tell they're just low quality, right? Whenever you get them through, I don't know, Teespring or wherever. So, man, what did I have? Oh, I had a 7. Would I have won? I think I would have won that. So, yeah, I think that this is going to be super cool. And then we'll be able to talk to each other and chat and mess with each other. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I think we can do it. I think it's possible. I don't see why not. But if y'all know of like some legality of why you can't do that, I mean, we could keep it separate too. You know, we could just simply do donations and not even say that it's for this. Right now that I'm saying it live, I mean, that's kind of stupid, but it's something that we could do. We could just say, hey, we're not going to do the donations. We're just going to play for fun, right? So I think the donations would be cool though. But the legality part of it might be that you wouldn't be able to use them for a buy-in, right? You wouldn't be able to say that it's for the buy-in. I don't know. But I think that this would be really cool. It would get us all together, and like there's no telling how many people we could have. We could have a bunch of people. I don't know. All right, I'm out of here. I think that's going to be cool. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So... let's see, is Brandon, does he have something scheduled here? I think I saw that he did. Nope. Brandon doesn't have anything scheduled. But, oh, you know what it was? It was DCA Adventure, right? Yeah, there we go. So DCA Adventure has a premiere. So head over there. Yeah, I agree, Crypto Mining Lifer. Kind of went through that just a minute ago. It will be a challenge, but if you are familiar with Streamlabs OBS and how that works, I think it's definitely possible that we can do it. We can blur our cards or something. We'll be able to figure out something. There has to be a way, because I know we can't be the only people that have ever thought of something like this. So I think that we're on the right track. I think it'll work. Right, exactly, Standing Man. That would be kind of like the thing. Like you would say, like me being a YouTuber, I could say, donate to this address, and then whatever is donated there, will go to the charity. But I'll also use that as validation for my entry fee, right? Now, I don't know how that would work for the people that aren't, YouTubers or streaming. We'd have to work that out as far as, I mean, it could be, it's crypto, guys. So, I mean, I don't know. If you want to use a privacy coin, we could go with CCX or something and just have an address set up for the entry fees. The only thing is you would have to tell me, each person would have to be logged as submitting their entry fee, right? So, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways we could do it. But yeah, let's head over to DCA Adventure. They are premiering. So head over there and do a Savage Raid. And let me post their link over there. I love stopping people right on the best the best expression. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if we just call it a donation and then that transfers into, I mean, we're going to be donating. It's not like we're not, no one's winning money. It's other than the charity. So I think it'll work. Matter of fact, I think that they have real life charity poker tournaments all the time in places that don't allow gambling, I think. But again, if y'all know more of me on the legal side of it, let's look at it and make sure that we're not messing up. I think it'll be good though. I don't know what's going on here.
What's going on, everybody?
Okay, all right. So yeah, head over there and do a Savage Raid, and I'll see you over there. Are you saying you want to play right now, Shuby? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'll fire it back up, and if you find me on there, then we can play. Let me know. Maybe hit me up in Discord or something. I know there's like a 20-second delay here, so I'm waiting on you to respond here. You said you're ready. Let's play. Where are you in PokerStars? I'll get back in there. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys either in DCA Adventure, Shuby. If you want to play like right now, then hit me up over there in DCA Adventure, and I'll fire the PokerStars back up, and I'll try to find you. Okay, so you're on there. What's your name on there? Because I don't know how to find people on there yet, so I'll have to figure that out. Just tell me what your name is, and then we'll work it out. But I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We're getting close to the 20th, which is when we break down. That's Saturday, I believe, right? 17, 18, 19. Yeah. So on the 20th, maybe we'll do it Friday night, so I don't have to do it Saturday. But remember, we mine all month, for a whole month, the shared rigs. And then we break down what the mining profits, if there were any, for that month. And I'll give you a little hint. This month, there were some profits, or there's going to be, I hope. Even after electric costs. And we're going to get into, you might already know, but we're going to get into how we did that, because we're not mining I'll give you a hint though. We didn't mine CCX. We've been mining CCX for more than a year, and it has not really been profitable. Although as soon as I changed the rigs from CCX, they started pumping. So I don't know what that's all about. But we'll probably go back to mining CCX after this. I just did it as a little bit of a test. I wanted to see what was going on and whether or not these rigs could be profitable at all. So we'll break all that down, how we did it, what we were using, you know, the software that we were using and stuff. So I think that will be that'll be eye-opening for sure. Some people like what we did, what we're dealing with. Some people don't. So that gives you a little hint of what we did. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you tomorrow night. But that's coming up. That'll be either Saturday or Friday night. We'll see. Might do it a day early to do it on Crypto Fireball Friday. Might make sense. That way I don't have to do it on Saturday. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me know what your thoughts on the poker tournament and all that stuff are. You know, whether or not you want it to be just the YouTubers from last time, like 12 people, or do you want to open it up to the community and do a full, like, large poker tournament? I don't know if you can make it to where it's open, to where, like, as many people as you want, or as many people see the way. Okay, yeah, we got to work through this stuff, because now that I'm thinking about it, it can't be open because we'll need to know who you know, did their donation and all that stuff, right? So that would be your entry fee. So it would have to be very specific. It can't be, it won't be able to be hundreds of people, I don't think, because that would be a mess to manage, right? So we might have to limit it to, like, I don't know, 60 or 40 or something. But let's talk about it. Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments and all that stuff, and we'll talk about it. We'll probably talk about it again tomorrow night. Anyway, so stay savage, everybody. See you later.